Hey everybody, welcome back to Model Showcase. Bob here with you. How's everybody doing today? Great, I hope. Well, alright, yeah, I know it's been a little while since you see me. I have no air conditioning inside my shop here, and it's been really, really hot. And by the end of the week, I'll be working outside all week long. I'm pretty shot. So today ain't too bad. So I figured I'd come in here and got a couple things here going on the bench. Number one, I spoke to Steve Mottram and I asked him how about a rebuild for the M group build, and he said he'd be more than happy, let me join on in. So, well, here it is. I got an old M7 Priest sitting here in front of me, and I built him back in the mid 80s sometime, and he was sitting on a shelf. He was almost near completion, and I had another project going on, help out with somebody in my shop, and along with this, a couple other pieces got knocked down off the shelf. So I picked them all up and put them in a box, and been in that box since then. So when I read about this, and I got to think if I could find this. Well, I did. And there it is, in its sad shape, but pretty much still there, intact. It's got its few little issues on to it. You can see this one part of the sprocket was broken off, missing the seat out of the driver's compartment, and a few other little details. Missing an air cleaner. And an idler wheel. Look at that. Oh, into the cup. Yes, my old friend, the cup. And I have parts. And this time I smartened up. I stapled a label to the cup. But yeah, we gotta see. We can't get him looking pretty good. And here's the upper hull. And as you can see, I'm missing the driver's vision port. Something that could be easily scratch built. There's still more things inside that have to be done. Stowage for the ammunition, plenty of room to add stowage gear on here, and a deck on the back for fuel cans and roll tarps and whatever I choose to put on there. But yeah, that's gonna be my little project for the end build. And I hope it turns out as good as everybody else's so far. And now we're going to get on to my Martyr that I've been working on. And as you can see, I'm starting doing some of the camouflage. Now let me explain a little bit about this camouflage. During the war on the Eastern Front, demand at times was greater than the supply, and basically what the Germans used for winter camouflage was just plain old whitewash, and if they were lucky enough they could be sprayed on and give a nice uniform coat. But at times during wartime, everything is not always planned the way it's supposed to go. And I've done my research, and I've seen where they've used brushes, brooms, rags, whatever they could find, even their bare hands to apply the whitewash to whatever fighting vehicle they had. So what I've done here, I've used a small chisel point brush, and it replicates about the scale width of a paintbrush that a tank crewman would use. And all I've used is just a good old Model Masters, flat white. And basically how I do that, let me get a little something going here. Let's get her open here. I just take a little gob of the paint. I don't stir it up. I just take a gob of it and I put on a piece of palette paper. And just like that. And it's almost like I'm dry brushing it on there. You can show you. Let's see if we can see this here. I'll turn it around here. Let's hope I'm in focus here. Here we go. And like how normally it would be done in actual life, just short strokes. You pull it, and see the effect you're going to get. It's not going to be a pristine paint job, but nonetheless, it'll still be, it'll have a winter camouflage scheme onto it. And yes, it does take some time, but you know what? You did it by hand, just like they did. You're just doing it in scale. Now you can go back over it if you feel that you want to, a technique like this. The effect I'm trying to get is where it's been applied and it's already starting to show signs of wearing off, weathering, going through brush and everything. See, now here I've got a little too thick. That's what I'm not looking for. Let's just see if I can't bring that down. Oh yeah, that's it. That's what I'm after right there. Give it that look that's actually done by hand with a brush. There we go. I'm gonna add a little bit more up top here. Little sample strokes just like that. And that's all it is. Now you want to, I'll be adding on to the road wheels, to the return rollers, all around. I will produce a little slideshow later as we go along, but yeah, that's basically all I do. Now, granted, yes, I know a lot of people are going to be looking at the decals on the side of this. It's all I could scrounge up at the time. Yeah, they look horrible, but there's something on there at the moment. I could always go back over that, take them off, airbrush it again, and put some better decals on it. But I just wanted to show, just for everybody's enjoyment, of how easy this is. And like I said, yeah, it's going to take some time, but that's what all about it. You take your time, you do these right, and they're going to look great as you pull it down. Now, of course, on this side here, it's already been done, a few weeks ago, and it looks pretty darn good. I'm going to show you real quick how we can tone that down just a bit. Let me clean my brush here real quick, because it's very hot and humid in here, and I don't want to set up my brush. So give me a moment, folks. And what I'm going to get is a little rust. Now this here is the old Poly S. It's a railroad color. I've been using that for many years. I've also used the rust from the Tamiya and testers. But for something real quick, let me find my water. These are all water based. A little drop in a good old paper cup. And now again, I'm going to be using the same brush. It's just the right width. What I want to do here, doing a little streaking. I dip it right directly into the rust. Pull some out onto the palette paper. And I'll get a little moisture on there. Now, let's see, I hope I'm in focus here. And we just very carefully just start pulling some rust streaks down, just like that. Help tone it down a little bit. You see like where you got tie downs here around bolts and stuff. And there you go. And you build it up as you go along, and it's going to look great. And around your road wheel, though, of course, they got to get done some more. but it's, you know, just subtle hints of rust on there. And like I said, build it up or take away. It's easier to add to than it is to take away. So start off slowly and just build it up very slowly. Let it dry in between here. And believe me, in here it's going to dry real fast. Even though it's water based, it's going to dry very, very fast. I just like using this here. I just pull it down some, and already you can already see the variations in colors. And pull it right down all the decals. And it can always come over this later on with a wash of black, very light wash. Again, you build it up gradually how much you want to show hidden. And of course, I'm going to go by here with the usual, where there's gouges into the armor plating here and onto the fenders. You know, you're going to see bits of steel showing and a little heavier rust. It's just so intricate how you can do this. But yeah, that's about it. So I will be showing a slideshow soon along with this video, and I hope everybody enjoyed this today. And I'm going to sign off for now and get into a cooler room. But yeah, it's going to look good. And Steve, I hope I do everybody proud in this group build with my priest. But I won't be getting to it. Like I said, it gets a little bit cooler in here. All right, fellas. Listen, everybody, you take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. And I will see you real soon. All right, this is Bob. Take care. Bye-bye.